Hello everyone, and welcome to English Acquiring. We are on the way of acquiring English, learning English, getting to know English. We are on the way of knowing English. Yes, so we cannot think of English without numbers, without the alphabet, without the days of the week, the months of the year, the seasons of the year, because this is the beginning level. I think it is important to mention them, to talk about them. Okay. Yes, I am Mustafa Bayrak here, and this is our first trip of the second tour. As you see, it will be about the numbers. Now, cardinal numbers and ordinal numbers. Cardinal numbers are those normal numbers that everybody knows. Okay, starting with 0 or nil, nothing. Yeah, nil means nothing. And of course, 1. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, for example, question 1. Is number 1 at the end of the alphabet? Yes, no question. No, it isn't. Is number 1 isn't at the end of the alphabet. It is at the beginning of the alphabet. No, alphabet, no, numbers. Okay, sorry, I will change it later. Yes. Is number 10, or the or type question, is number 10 or number 1 at the beginning of the numbers on this page? So 1 is at the beginning of the numbers on this page. Okay. Question 3. Number 10 is at the beginning, isn't it? Number 10 is at the beginning, isn't it? No. On this page, number 10 is at the end of the numbers. What number is just after number 10? What number is? Which number is? What is it? What is it? What is the number? Just after number 10, let's see it. It's number 11. Number 11 is after number 10. What number is it after 11? It is 12. Yes, 12. 12. 13. 13. 14. 14. 15. 15. 16. 16. 17. 17. 18. 19. And 20. 20 or 20 in British English, 20. Then it is really very easy. So 21. What number comes after 20? 21. Like this, 21, 22, 23, 24, etc., etc. 30. This is 30. And what number comes after 30? 31, 32, 33. Okay. And 40. 40. And attention again, please. This is 40. 40. But let's go backward. This is 14. 14. Yes, 14. But this is 40, 40, and 41, 42, it goes on like this. And then comes 50, 50, 51, 52, 53, Yes, and 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, and 70, 70, 71, 72, 73, 80, 81, 82, 83, 90, 98, 99, 100. Three ways of saying 100. You can say 100, 100, or just 100. 100 is also possible. To say 100 is also possible. 100 is possible, 100 is possible, or just 100. 100. And then it goes like this. 200, 200, no S. Okay, 200, 201, 202, 203, etc., etc. And 229, for example. 229. 1,000, 1,000. 1,000 or 1,000, both are possible. 1,000, 1. Yeah, 1,000, 1. 1,000, 1,000, 2. 1,000, 3. 1,000 or 1,000. If you multiply 10 by 100, if you multiply 10 by 100, it becomes 1,000. So you can say 1,000 as well. 1,001, 1,002, or 2,001, 2,000, 2, 3, 4, etc., etc. 1,000 again, or 1,000, 1,000. Now, 2,943 and 43, or but usually they divide it into pairs and they read it like this: 2943, 2943, or you can say them one by one, like this: 2943. This is also possible: 2943, or as you see here, 2,943. 1 and 6 zeros is 1 million. Yes. 1 million, 2 million, again no S, 3 million, yes. 1 billion, 1 billion. If you put 3 zeros more, million becomes billion, billion. Okay, in the USA, but 1,000 millions in British, 1,000 millions. Because 3 zeros and 1 at the beginning is 1,000, 3 zeros and 1 at the beginning is 1,000. Okay, so 1,000 million becomes 1 billion. Okay, this is, maybe we will not use it, okay, but let's know it too. 1 trillion, 1 trillion. It goes on like this: 1 quadrillion, 1 quintillion, etc., etc. Trillion. We should know this. Million, billion, trillion. Those three are important for us. Okay, of course, our main purpose, is to use them in sentences, in speaking, in writing. Okay, for example, it is, and let's remember the first sentence and question in our first lesson. For example, my name is Mustafa Bayrak. What's your name? Yeah, just like this. My number is 9. What is your number? My number is 25. Or what is your favorite number? Okay. What is your auspicious number? Something like this. What's your room number? What's your flight number? What's your gate number? What's your identity card number? Okay, what's your gate number? My gate number is 7, for example. So I should follow this corridor. 2, just a moment, please. What's your number? Or instead of saying just a moment, we can say just a minute, or just a second, just a second. Wait a moment, please. Wait a moment, please. What's your flight number? What's your flight number? What's your room number? What's your flight number? Okay. My flight number. My flight number is 7. What's your flight number? My flight number is 8. What's your social security number? It is, or my social security number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. What is the last number of your card? What is the last number of your card? Or my card's last number is 3. Or this is the answer, yes. My card's last number is 3. What is the last number of your car? It is 3 of your card. What are the last 2 numbers of your cars? This time, the last 2 numbers of my card are 2, 7, and 9. Or my card's last 2 numbers are 7 and 9. Or they are 7 and 9. Yes. This is important here. What are the last 2 numbers of your card? Numbers of your card. What are the questions of your survey, for example? What are the questions of your survey? What is the name of your company? What is the name of your father? Just like this. The name of my father is Faruk, or it is Faruk. What's your father's name? My father's name is Faruk. It is Faruk. What is the name of your Faruk? The name of my father is Faruk. It is Faruk. This is very important. Noun of noun. Now we have finished cardinal numbers. Those usual, normal numbers that everybody knows. Now the ordinal, not cardinal, but ordinal numbers. 1 becomes the first. Yes, we should use the first, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, the seventh, the eighth, the ninth, the 10th. So 1 becomes the first, 2 becomes the second, 3 becomes the third, 4, and from 4 on, from this number on, we use TH. Yes, 1, 2, and 3 are different. They don't take TH. The first, ST, for example. The second, ND, the last letters of the number. The third, RD. And from 4 on to millions, it takes TH. This is this. Fourth, the fifth, the sixth, the seventh, the eighth, the ninth. Attention, there is no E. There is E in 9, but in ninth, there is no E. The ninth, the 10th. So the 11th, It goes on like this. Let's do this dialogue and then. Okay, let's and then study the rest of the numbers. Dialogue 4A. The first winner is Harun, for example. The first winner is Harun. Or Harun is the first winner. Who is the second winner? The logic, I am sure you are aware of. You are aware of the logic here. Who is the second winner? Mahmud is the second winner, or the second winner is Mahmud. Who is the third? Furkan is the third, or the third is Furkan. That's that. Yes, this is this. It's all about this. This is also a very useful expression. It's all about this. Life is not all about games and toys, for example. Serious sentences with to be. Life is not all about games and toys. Life is all about mercy, and mercy is all about life. Also possible. Life is all about mercy, or mercy is all about life. Life is mercy, or mercy is life. So simple, but so meaningful. Yes. Let's turn back to the numbers again, the rest of the numbers. The 11th. 11 becomes the 11th. 12 becomes the 12th with th at the end. The 13 becomes the 13th. 14 becomes the 14th. 15 becomes the 15th. 16 becomes the 16th. 17 becomes the 17th. The 18 becomes the 18th. 19 becomes the 19th, and 20 becomes the 20th. So what comes after the 20th? Of course, the 21st, the 22nd, the 23rd, and the 24th, and as follows, sequentially. Okay. Yes, the 21st, the 22nd, the 30th, yes, the 30th, the 31st, the 32nd, the 33rd, the 34th, etc., etc. And the 40, do you remember 40? Yes, 14, 40 with I, but I drops here and Y drops here and I comes instead of Y. The 40th, the 50th, the 60th, the 70th, the 80th, the 90th, and the 91st, the 92nd, the 93rd, the 94th, etc., etc. It goes on and on and on and like this. Okay. We are not in the 20th century, for example. For example, we are not in the 20th century now. In which century are we in? In which century are we in now? We are in the 21st century. Okay. The 100th or the 100th. Okay. The 200th. The 200th. The 201st. The 201st. The 1000th. So the th requires the. We must use the. The 100th. The 1 millionth. Yeah, the 1 million. What is the 40th customer? Who is the 1000th customer? Shakir is the 100th customer, or the The 100th customer is Shakir. Okay, now alphabet. Now the English alphabet. We should be aware of it. We cannot think of English or starting to learn English without knowing them, because this is the beginner level of our English learning journey. Yeah, let's call it like this. English acquiring journey, travel, trip. Okay. D. We don't say D, but D because of E here. The English alphabet. The alphabet, but the English alphabet. Yes. So at the beginning, there is A, or A is at the beginning of the alphabet. At the beginning of the alphabet. A, B. B is the next. B is the second letter. B is the second in the alphabet. C is the third, for example. Yes. A, B, C. Of course, our purpose is not just memorizing them. Our purpose is to be able to use them in sentences, in daily language, or as Americans say, in everyday language, in everyday English. We should be able to use them in sentences. Yes. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, T, L, M, N, O, P. Yes. Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X or X. Both are possible. X, Y, Z or Z. Both are possible. Z or Z. Now, yes, our purpose is this, not just memorizing it, but being able to use it in sentences and in our speech. Okay, dialogue 5, A. The first letter is A, or A is the first letter. What is the last letter? What is it? What is the last letter? Z or Z. Z is the last letter, or the last letter is Z. It is Z. The first, the second, and the next, the last. Yes. Dialogue 6, A, B, C, D, E. D. Although there is no D, because of ST, we should use D here while reading. So the first plan is the A plan. What is the second? What is the second plan? Or if you don't use the, what is your second plan? What is your second plan? Yes. My second plan is C, for example. Or the second plan is C. Plan C. C plan. C plan. What is the third plan? C. Okay, it doesn't matter. My third plan is plan D or D plan. What is the next plan? The next plan is E plan. What is the last plan? The last plan is Z plan. The final plan is Z plan, or Z plan is the final plan. Z plan is my final plan. Planning. Okay. 7, dialogue 7, among A, B, and C. A. The first is A, or A is the first. What is the second letter in the alphabet? B is the second letter in the alphabet. What is the third? The third is C. This is this. What is the third letter? The third letter is C. Okay. Now spelling of the words. Spelling of the words. Let's spell the words. Okay. 8A. Spell the word cat, please. Spell the word cat, please. Okay, let me spell it. You can say like this. Okay, it's C-A-T. This is a cat, and its spelling is this in English. Okay, maybe it is not like language, in your native language. Maybe it is not like this. Okay. It's C-A-T, cat. So this is a cat. Spell the word giraffe, please. Okay, let me spell it. Giraffe. G-I-R-A-F-F-E or G-I-R-A-F-F, double F-E. Can you spell cat? Yes, you can ask like this. Let's spell cat. Can you spell cat? How can you spell cat? How can you spell the word cat? Okay, spell. These are modal sentences. Okay. Let's spell the word is imperative. We will also study a lot about imperative sentences. Okay. Now, this is an important word. I am sure that everybody is familiar with this word, initial. You maybe you have similar word to it. Initial, for example. Initial as a noun occurring at the beginning, the first letter of the word, especially a person's name. For example, I am Tim Jones. My initials are TJ. T is the initial of Tim. J is the initial of Jones. Initial, the first letters. Okay, initiate as a verb. Initiate, and initiative is also noun. Yes, initiative is also noun. Okay, let's initiate our lesson, also possible. Let's start our lesson. Let's initiate our lesson. Okay, it's the time, for example, it's the time to act on our own initiative. Yes, deciding on our own and deciding to do useful things by ourselves, on our own. Okay. Please take the initiative. Please take the initiative to learn a foreign language. Take the first step to learn a foreign language. Yes, please take the initiative to do something new, to learn something new, to learn something useful. Yes. Dialogue 9, A, B, C, and D. A. A is the initial of apple. Yes, this is an apple. And A, letter A, is the initial of apple. Is the first letter of apple. A is at the beginning of apple, of the word apple. What is the initial of book? B. What? B is the initial of book. What is the initial of book? It is book. It is B. Yes. What is the initial of coffee? It is C. What is the initial of duck? It is D. Or D is. D is the initial of duck. This is a duck. Okay. Coffee, book, and apple. Okay, with an initial means starting with an initial, starting with, beginning with. Yes, it's a nice expression. Apple is a word with an initial A. What is a word with an initial B? What is it? It is book, for example. What is a word with an initial C? It is coffee, or coffee is a word with an initial C. What is a word with an initial D? Duck is a word with an initial D, or it is duck. What is a word with an initial E? What is a word with an initial E? What was it? No. E, eagle. Eagle, for example. Or eyes. Yeah, eyes. What is a word with an initial E? Eagle is a word with an initial E. Apple is a word with an initial, or apple is a word starting with A. Yes, it is a nice usage. Apple is a word starting with A. What is a word starting with B? Book is a word starting with B. What is it? It is book. What is a word starting with C? Coffee is a word starting with. What is a word starting with D? Duck is a word starting with D. What is a word starting with E? Eagle is a word starting with E. This is this. Okay, now, of course, opposites are important. Opposites. Okay, vowel. Yeah, you know them. A, E, I, O, U. These are vowels, and these are consonants. Yes. B, C, D, L, M, N, P, O, R, S, T, etc., etc. Now, dialogue 10A. Spell your name. Imperative. Spell your name, please. Okay, it's Tahsin. Tahsin. Okay. Or you can talk, you can say something like this. Okay, my name is Tahsin, and Tahsin. Yes, it is Tahsin. My name is Tahsin. And this is the spelling of my name. Okay, let's spell the name of your friend, please. Okay. Bob, for example, B-O-B. Yes, B-O-B. My friend's name is Bob, and its spelling is like this, B-O-B. Yes. Or you immediately, directly start spelling. Spell the name of your friend, please. Okay. T-A-R-K, T-A-R-R-I-K, Tarık. Okay. Or Shakir, for example. So S-A-K-I-R. And sh is kind of S, or sh is kind of S in our language, for example. Okay, Shakir, starting with this one, sh. So you can say sh is kind of S in English, because there isn't sh in English as a letter, of course. But in phonetic, there is sh, for example, she, with SH. Okay, spell it out. Spell it, okay, but spell it out completely. Yes, spell it out completely without stopping. Okay. 11. My name is Mike. M-I-K-E. Let's spell Bill. B-I-L-L. B-I-double-L. B-I-L-L. Let's spell Frog. Frog. Initial is F. Initial is F. Okay. F-R-O-G. F-R-O-G. Okay, let's go forward. Go forward. 12. Please spell your name. This is important. Please spell your second name. Please spell your family name. Okay, it's Brown. B-R-O-W-W-N. Please spell your hometown. Konya, for example. My hometown is Konya. K-O-N-Y-A. Konya. Please spell your please spell your hometown. You spell your hometown. It's Paris, for example. P-A-R-I-S. Please spell your father's name. It's Süleyman. S-U-L-E-Y-M-A-N. Yes. Okay. Let's read the dialogue to be familiar with spelling. Let's read the dialogue to be familiar with spelling. To know spelling better, to be familiar with spelling. Okay, gas. What is gas? Liquid. What is liquid? What is solid? What do they mean? Let's try to learn them as well. Dialogue 13A. G is the first letter of gas. What is the first letter of liquid? Liquid. L is the first letter of liquid. What is the initial of the word solid? What is the first letter? Or what is the initial of the word solid? It is S, or S is. What is the initial of gull? This is a gull. Seagull. You can also say seagull. G is the initial of gull. G-U-L-L. Water is liquid. Water is liquid. Vapor or steam is gas. This is steam. Yes, this is vapor. And water. Water in the containers. Water is liquid, but vapor is gas. What is ice? What is ice? Ice is solid. So these are called, as you know, states of matter. So 1, 2, 3 states of water. 3 states of water as gas, liquid, solid. Clouds are gas. Water itself is liquid and ice is solid. Air, water, soil. What about these 3 words? Air, water, soil. Air is a gas. Air is a gas. We breathe in air. We take in air. It's a gas. What is water? Water is a liquid, or it is a liquid. Is soil? Think about soil. Is soil a gas, a liquid, or a solid, or a vapor? Of course, solid is, soil is a solid. Soil is a solid. Okay. 15. Oxygen is a gas. What else is a gas? Carbon dioxide, vapor or water vapor, or just vapor. Carbon monoxide, hydrogen. Oxygen is a gas. What else is a gas? Hydrogen is a gas. What is a liquid? What is a liquid? Water is a liquid. What is a solid? Ice is a solid, or stone is a solid. Rock is a solid. Is ice? Think about the ice. A gas or a liquid or a solid? Of course, ice is a solid. Now let's concentrate on B again. We do have, in fact, we do have. Yes, the three categories of verbs in English, we should be familiar with them. Okay, dialogue 16A. To be or not to be? That is the question. You know this. Everybody knows this. To be or not to be, that is the question. What else can you say about this? For example, to be a person of integrity, honesty, kindness, noun of noun. It is, as I said before, it is very important. Noun of noun. A person of integrity. A person of honesty. A person of kindness. Okay. To be a person of integrity or not to be a person of integrity. That is the question. Or to be happy or not to be happy. That is the whole question. What else can you say about this topic? Yes, to be free or not to be free. Yes. Okay. To live freely or not to live freely. To have freedom or not to have freedom. Be, do, have. To live freely or not to live freely. That is the whole question. To have freedom or not to have freedom. That is the whole question, or that's the question. To be healthy, to be clever, to be intelligent, to be diligent, to be honest. Yes, you can make use of them, and you can make your expressions. Okay, to do. For example, to spell or not to spell. To eat or not to eat, to drink or not to drink. That's the question. What else can you say about this? To understand or not to understand. To learn or not to learn. That is the question. To listen or not to listen. What else can you say about this topic? To walk in the mornings or not to walk in the mornings. To speak or not to speak. To sleep or not to sleep. That's the question. To work or not to work. That's the question. To think or not to think. That's the question. That's the whole question. As a human being, for us, to think or not to think is the question, is the whole question, or that's the question. With have, to have or not to have. That is the question. What else can you say about this topic, this subject? To have a book or not to have a book? That's the question. To have sincerity, to have generosity, or not to have sincerity? That's the question. To have a house or not to have a house? To have honesty or not to have honesty? That's the question. To have kindness or not to have kindness? To have competence or not to have competence? That's the question. So again, be do have. Courageous adjective. To be courageous or not to be courageous? Ahmed is courageous, but Mahmoud is not courageous, for example. Courageous. Courageously, verb. So it modifies, it courageously modifies verbs. To speak courageously or not to speak courageously. We cannot say courageous only here. We use it with to be sentences as an adjective. Okay. To be courageous, but to speak courageously. Ahmet speaks courageously. Okay. But Mehmet cannot speak courageously. But now, as for courage, yes, focus on courage, it is noun. So, to have courage, like a house, to have a house or not to have a house, to have courage or not to have courage. That's the whole question. For example, take a look at these nouns here. Health, to have health, to have generosity, to have patience, but to be patient, to have patience, but to live patiently, to wait patiently, to work, to learn patiently, or not to learn patiently. This is the whole question. Learning wants patience. Okay. Life and death. Die means verb. Death means noun, and death is adjective. Okay. It's a matter of life and death. Life is also noun. We cannot use die and death here, for example. Death animal. Death adjective. Death animal. But death we use, it's a matter of noun again. It's a matter of life and death. It's a matter of happiness. Happiness is noun. Ahmet is happy, but Ahmet has happiness. Ahmet is happy, Ahmet has happiness. Ahmet smiles happily, smiles. Ahmet always smiles happily, verb. We use happily adverb with verbs. Okay, it's a matter of, again please, noun. It's a matter of justice. Ahmet is a person of justice, for example. Ahmet is a person of justice. Ahmet is a fair person, just person, adjective, just. Ahmet is a just person. He is a person of justice. Life is mercy. Life is justice, in a way. Life is justice. Life is all about mercy. Life is all about justice. So, life is all about harmony of mercy and justice. Yes, we can say this. So we cannot think of justice without mercy, and there is no mercy without justice. There is no justice without mercy. Learning English is repetition, or learning English is all about repetition, repeating, doing something again and again and again. English is all about repetition, repeating. Okay, quiz time. Please choose the correct alternative. Question 1, what's your blank? B, it's 33. Name, problem, number, job. So, of course, because it's a 33 number. What's your number? It's 33. Harun is the first. Who is the blank winner? 3? No. 7? No. 2? No. Second? Yes. Because it says in the sentence, example sentence, Harun is the first. Who is the second? Okay. 3, is Caroline's answer right or blank? Beautiful? No. Right or good? True? No, because the opposite of right is wrong. we should know them, but of course it requires an intermediate level, I think. But we can know it from now on. True. The opposite of true is false. Yes. The opposite of good is bad. The opposite of beautiful is ugly. Ugly. Okay, so it's about right or wrong. It's about ethics. Yes. Ethic says something right or wrong. Okay. The cafeteria is blank here, but where is the telephone booth? The cafeteria is blank here, but where is the telephone booth? Glad, fresh, over, happy. Yeah, the cafeteria is over here, over here. That bowl is 2 pounds. That bowl is 2 pounds. Is the blank of that? Is the blank of that frying pan 1 pound or 2 pounds? 1 pound or 2 pounds? Blank of that frying. Noun of noun again. Noun of that frying noun. So is the price this one? Is the price of that frying pan 1 pound or 2 pounds? It is 2 pounds. Okay. Okay, over. Now useful phrases in English and Turkish. The first one, yes, we can use them easily from now on. From now on, from today on, we can use the first, the second. Okay. Let's read, let's take a look at the first expression. A, look at this. Look at this book. Yes, please. Look at this. Can you look at this? Can you look at that one? What's it like? What's it like? It's interesting. It's beautiful. What's it like? What's it like? It's interesting. 3. Is it a song from China or Japan? Is it a song from China or Japan? Is it a Chinese song or Japanese song? Okay. It's a Chinese song. It's a Chinese song, or it's a song from China. You can expand this. You can expand this. For example, she is a singer from China. Yes. Look at this, please. Look at this, please. Listen to this song, please. Listen to this song too. What's it like? It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yes. What's it like? It's beautiful. Oh, so this is the end of from now on again. From today on, we will have only 1 page. 1 page of useful expressions. Yes, 1 page. So see you next lesson.